Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Coombs. Just wanted to read a book with you guys about our current unit of inquiry. So this is Many Kinds of Matter. And I know that today you guys are going to start looking for physical and chemical changes. So I wanted to review what we've already talked about and what you guys have already been doing at home, and then talk a little bit about what I expect you guys to do today and tomorrow. Many kinds of matter. A look at solids, liquids, and gases. Table of contents. Today we're going to talk about an activity that you can even try at the end. Matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that has mass and volume. Mass is the amount of material in an object. Volume is the amount of space that an object takes up. There are three kinds of matter. The three kinds of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Solids. Books, rocks, and toys are solids. Books are one example of a solid. Solid matter holds its own shape. Solids do not take the shape of their container. Marbles fill a jar, but the marbles are still round. The shape of the solids does not change when you put them in a container. Solids are not easy to compress. Compress means to squeeze something into a tight space. Bottles and cans are solids. It's not easy to squeeze them into this recycling bin. Solids do not flow. Solid candies don't spread across ice cream the way hot fudge sauce does. Candy sprinkles are solids. They do not flow over ice cream. Liquids. Oil, syrup, and water are liquids. Liquid matter does not hold its own shape. Liquids take the shape of their container. Water inside a swimming pool takes on the shape of the pool. Now, this looks like a rectangle to me. Water in a square pool takes on a square shape. Like I said, I think it's more of a rectangle. Liquids are not easy to compress. Milk is a liquid. You couldn't fit the milk into the jug. You couldn't fit the milk in the jug into the little container. It would spill everywhere. Liquids flow. Liquid syrup spreads across pancakes. Gases. Air, steam, and your breath are gases. Your breath is one example of a gas. Gas matter does not hold its own shape. Gases take the shape of their container. The air inside a hot air balloon takes on the shape of the balloon. Gases are easy to compress. Carbon dioxide is a gas. It's inside soda cans. It's squeezed into the cans to give the soda bubbles. Carbon dioxide rushes out of the soda can when you open it. Gases flow. The air inside a bubble spreads to fill the space inside the bubble. Matter and changes. Matter can change from one kind to another. Some solids can change to liquids. Some liquids can change to gases. The liquid in this cup is changing to a gas. So we're going to start talking about physical changes. These are all examples of physical changes. Water is a special kind of matter. You know that water is a liquid, but it can easily be found in all three forms on our planet. Water becomes a solid if it is cooled. It turns into ice. Water turns into ice when it freezes. Water freezes when it reaches a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. Water becomes a gas if it is heated. It turns into steam. Water turns into steam when it boils. Water boils when it reaches a temperature of 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. Water at any temperature can change into water vapor. Water vapor is a gas. This change is called evaporation. That's an example of a physical change. Water vapor changes back into liquid water when it cools in the air. This change is called condensation. Condensation is another example of a physical change because it's still water. You can see condensation after a hot shower. The water vapor touches the shower door and turns back into a liquid. Have you ever seen condensation on a shower door? Other matter can change forms too. Cheese is a solid. It melts when it gets hot. It changes to a liquid. Bread dipped in melted cheese is a tasty treat. Juice is a liquid. It freezes when it gets cold. It changes to a solid. Ice pops can be made by freezing juice. Yum. Dry ice is a solid. Dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide. It changes back into a gas as it warms up. Dry ice gives off mist as it changes to a gas. Many people use it in Halloween decorations, but it can be dangerous and must be used carefully. We use solids, liquids, and gases every day. They are an important part of our lives and our planet. Are you ready for the activity? So this activity is actually an example of a chemical change because you're mixing things together and they form something new. You can't pull them apart again. So this is a tasty changing matter activity. Okay. Lots of people love to eat butter. They spread it on toast, on potatoes, and on asparagus. But did you know that this tasty solid actually comes from a liquid? Try this activity to change liquid cream into solid butter. So this activity is actually teaching you how to make butter at home. What you need: heavy whipping cream, a small container with a lid, and a pinch of salt. That's optional. Step 1. Take the whipping cream out of the refrigerator and let it sit at room temperature for a few minutes. Step 2. Fill the container halfway with the whipping cream. Step 3. Tightly seal the container with the lid. Step 4. Shake the container back and forth. Keep shaking for about 10 minutes or until the cream sticks together in a clump. Step 5. Open the lid. There may be a little bit of liquid left in the container. That's called buttermilk. Pour off the buttermilk. Finally, step 6. Your butter is ready to enjoy. If you'd like, you can mix a pinch of salt in with your butter. Then give it a taste. I can't wait to see if some of you try this experiment or some other activities that you can do at home. That's all for today. Great chatting with you.